Alright, I figured I'd show people a little bit of the gameplay. I've been playing with this for a couple days and discovered that my favorite game on it is the very first game that came with my very first Game Boy, which I've been looking for a while because there are different versions of it, and only one of the versions has the right soundtrack, let's say. Different versions had different songs. If you haven't seen this yet, this is an analog stick, so it can do Nintendo 64 games, it can do Nintendo games. But the coolest, my favorite game on this, if I can get here, scroll all the way down to the T's. Yeah, you know where I'm going already, don't you? Down to the T's. And we're going to get to, come on, ST, it's this one here, version 1.1. This is cool too. He's got this little overlay, so you can turn up the brightness here and the volume. Hang on one second. Let me just take care of this glare here behind me. Close this window so you can see it a little better. There we go. That should close the window behind me. You hear the soundtrack? That is a very necessary part of the game. Probably not going to be as good since I'm looking through the camera here. Whoop. I thought it was going to take me a little while to kind of get back into the swing of it. I'm not as good as it now as, again, the camera's in the way. But man, I'm better at this now than I was in high school. Part of it is really the music. Again, I keep looking through the camera lens, so I'm not as fast as I usually am. Woo! Like the feel in the hand, the music, everything is perfect. Look at this. Boom. This was my first handheld console. You almost forget how much you really loved it. Even though it didn't have a light on it, and you needed to have this big light and a magnifying thing on top of it and all this stuff just so you could play it in the dark. And and of course now we replace it with a $5 Raspberry Pi. This is actually the compute module, so it is more expensive than the Raspberry Pi Zero. But still though, like this is somebody's hobby project. This isn't even like a commercial product or anything. But man, tell me you don't love the music though. I'm gonna shut up for a minute just so you can enjoy that. Ah, I blame the camera. Let's do that. And Tetris. No, one shy of a Tetris. It's crazy. I put the effort into cutting a hole for the analog stick and all this stuff, and really, this is by far my favorite game on the thing. Oh! Let's do that. Yeah, I know. I'm making a mess for myself. I'm gonna play again after the video. Yeah, this is bad. I wonder if I can recover though. Let's see. Let's just see. I'm doing pretty good for having screwed myself over. Yeah, that's it. That's the end. I promise I got to, what was it, like 90 something lines, like my first time sitting back down. While I'm here, let's pop back over to, let's see, what do we want to play? Let's do Nintendo 64. Now, I don't have a fan on this yet. But, let's do Mario Kart. I don't know if I've tried that one yet. It might actually be bad. This hasn't been overclocked yet. There's no heat sink on the CPU. There's no fan on it. I also, I know you're not supposed to show your mistakes. I need a new PCB for the back here. I had one for the shoulder buttons. Basically, you know, the buttons up here on a controller typically. But we got Mario Kart 64. Right. One player game. And we're gonna play Mario. Let's do the special cup. I don't know if you heard that there. The audio stuttered a little bit. It's pretty good though. The analog stick can stick a bit. You can see it works. Some of the controls are awkward. Again, I need the rear buttons. Woo! Also, I think the speed is off a bit. Those things are adjustable in the software, but... Oh, don't get me, Peach. I'm still in third place. Ah, with the camera. In my face. The camera's literally between my legs right now, and I'm sitting in front of it, looking kind of around it. So, if it looks like I suck at this, that's why. Boom! I knew I'd embarrass myself, but the toy is so fucking cool. And the performance, pretty good for a Nintendo 64 on a Raspberry Pi 3. It's not bad. And this is without overclocking yet. I don't know how you go through a ship, but whatever. I may look at getting either a PlayStation Vita, or I guess people use the Joy-Con analog sticks. This is off the PlayStation Portable. Yeah. I may have to work on my button mappings a bit too. This is slightly... Slightly non-ideal. Oh! Yeah, I'm going to blame that. Let's see, what else? I think we're going to have to go to the... Actually, you know what? Let's do Sonic. Change flavors a little bit. Right? Instead of... S-O... Come on, hurry up. S-O... You can do favorites for this too. Sonic and Knuckles. Sonic the Hedgehog. You can kind of see there's options to change the emulator options. Let me turn the brightness down because I notice it's kind of dimming the rest of the ambient light. Oh, that's not me playing. Come on, let me play. What's it doing? There we go. There we go. Well, it's very responsive. It's better than most of the like they've got a lot of those Bluetooth controllers that you can buy that are like the shape of the original NES controller. It's more responsive than that. As far as I know, it appears to be using a... I should actually look at the schematics and things like that. But appears to be using a an Arduino as that appears as a keyboard to the Raspberry Pi. That's actually plugged into the buttons and the joystick and all that. So there is some delay there. It's not as immediate as it would be if you had actual physical buttons wired right to the Raspberry Pi. But I'm not noticing a difference. Like I said, the Bluetooth controllers, you do notice a difference, or at least I have been noticing the difference. This is much better than that. Of course, it's all emulation. I think if you really wanted perfection, you would buy the real console. Like, you can't... There is value of having the original real deal thing. It's just like real life. You only die if you don't have any money. Otherwise, you can die all you want. You can screw up as many times as you want, as long as you got some coins, right? A lot of valuable lessons here in Sonic. Yeah, see what happens? And I think we have to finish on the classic. The ultimate classic. You got some arcade games here too. Battletoads, remember Battletoads? Battletoads is cool. Donkey Kong Country, that's Super Nintendo, I've got that. RetroPie is the name of this software. Although a guy named Kite, the guy who makes the circuit board, that kind of takes the Raspberry Pi board and makes it, it adds a battery charging circuit, it adds the button circuits, it adds a bunch of other stuff. SU... Super Mario Brothers. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum. And the buttons just feel right. Like, you just know it's the right feel for the game. Let's see, can I do it just right? It's hard. Yeah! Get both of them. Why not both, right? Eat a magic mushroom, grow a little higher. Oh, you bitch. Eat a magic flower and spit balls of fire. So yeah, that's it. I think I'll stop there. I don't think you really want to watch me play video games all day. Have fun.